All-time leader in assists and steals, five-time All-Star John Wall. First and foremost, thanks for taking the time to do this, John. We really appreciate you.
Oh, thanks a lot, man.
Look, you had a busy week helping several communities affected by COVID-19. You donated 2,300 N95 masks and also 600 meals to hospitals, not only in Washington, D.C., but also your hometown in North Carolina. You also took the time personally to thank the nurses and those in the hospitals as well. What motivated you to take such a hands-on approach in doing these things last week?
You gotta look at it, man. Just at the end of the day, I think people on the outside don't like we're sitting at home and we get to relax. Those people are putting their lives on the line. I mean, being able to go in there, helping these people that have the COVID-19 and things like that, it's a big support. So we come in and I felt like it was a big opportunity for me to help them. And I know what they're going through. And I just wanted to find out like what those days are of like how tough it is and what's going on. And then for me to be able to help the people at Rex Hospital and in the Washington Hospital to help my mom when she was going through her process of getting chemo and treatments for her cancer. And then the last point of when she's like her last couple of days of living, understand what's going on. I feel like those people needed some support and they need a lot of help. And I wanted them to understand that people on the outside understand what they're going through and what they see.
I thought it was an amazing job, bro. And, I reached out to Sashia and you immediately jumped on board and you was able to be part of the Hoopers and Heroes whole front line giving back initiative. Can you just talk a little bit more in depth about why it was so important for you to, touch the folks that you said, helped and assisted with your mom and that's doing magnificent work in the communities right now?
I just think a lot of people don't understand what they're going through. I mean, like, we all like supposed to stay at home and only go outside for essential things and things like that, but they're getting up every day, sacrificing their lives to make sure our family or friends or anybody else is just trying to get through this and understand what's going on or getting great care. And I know what it's like to have my mom battle breast cancer, and I'm like, man, chemotherapy is like what they go through and how they go there and get their treatments is very tough. So I had the opportunity to talk to a lady named Ashley that was there that was explaining to me, like, I asked her, like, what is her days like every day? Like, what is it like to deal with this type of process right now with this type of virus we have going? And I kind of want to know, like, what motivates her to get up every day? Like, if she sees somebody pass in front of her or somebody that's battling and might not make it, like, what is giving you the opportunity to want to wake up every day to keep fighting? And she said it's a challenge. And, Karan, if you think about us, like, we love challenges. As basketball players and competitive people, we wake up every day with different challenges. Like, I have so many challenges of people saying, oh, John Wall's done after this. He would never be the same anymore. And that motivates me to want to work even harder to prove people wrong. And she said, like, that what motivates her is to try to help find a cure that can help these people be successful and get back to being healthy and don't have to deal with this anymore. So that's a big sign to me.
John, you've had several injuries over the last 3 years. You've also lost your mother. Condolences to you on that as well. You also had the birth of your first son. What's been the most challenging thing over these last 3 years that you haven't been on the basketball court as much?
Well, me, man, I love the game. And like I try to tell people, we can't control like injuries or anything like that. It's funny because I was reading somebody's Instagram the other day and it was like, we worried about John Wall coming back from injuries or still injury prone and things like that. But he came in out of shape. Like, I never really been out of shape. I mean, like 2 summers ago, I looked like I was a football player because they had me lifting upper body. Well, I really don't like to lift that much because when I lift, I get super swole. And that kind of put pressure on your body more when you're overweight or heavier. So I try to do as much as I can to get back right. But the most pressure for me probably is losing my mom. Like, that's my best friend, somebody I talk to 4, 5, 6, 7 times a day. And like, I didn't understand what life was without her. I lost my dad at 9. But having my mom was the biggest factor to me because if I had any problems or felt down or felt like I wasn't being myself, I can call her or text her. So that was the toughest thing for me. And in all reality, man, you kind of figure out when you go through tough times like that, of who's really with you and who's not with you. And it's kind of like gets you emotional at times and breaks you down. But that's why you see, like, I have a sweater with her on me. I have pictures of her that I got blown up. If you see me anywhere taking a nap, you're going to see the blanket with my mom on me. So that's how much she meant to me. And you see my necklace has Francis on it. So that was the most emotional thing and, like, most difficult thing I've been through in the last couple of years.
Most definitely, and condolences to the family and to you as well, bro. And we sat down and had, conversations about your impact and what you're seeing from Bradley Beal and his development as a basketball player and how he's, just continue to evolve. 30 points per game, the assist, the playmaking, and a lot of people are counting that dynamic duo, you and him, out. Just talk about what it's going to be like with you guys back together on the basketball court, restoring the feeling there in Washington.
It's going to be great, man. Like, it's funny because a lot of people, like, don't want us to be good together. But like I told him, and Karan, you probably know, playing with a lot of talented players in your career, and you being a talented guy, when you have two young guys, they definitely want the ball in their hands. They definitely want to be great. And like I said, I have no problems with Brad. I want to win just as much as he do. I wouldn't be myself if I didn't have him. I don't feel like he would be himself if he didn't have me. And you have opportunity to be, like, on the court by yourself with one of the other star player that you play without. You're supposed to step up to another level, and that's what he has. And the way he has developed his game and evolved is amazing. I can't wait to get to play with a person like that, because when I played with him, he wasn't on this level, and the way he's playing now, I think that makes it even more dangerous, the way he can create for people, create for himself even more. And his dog mentality has that if he's trying to score on another level, on another planet, that's very big time, almost averaging 32 points or 31 points a game. They put us in a lot of games, like me just sitting there on the sideline to see, like, yo, we've been out of games, and when he gets aggressive and gets that mindset when I'm unstoppable, he puts us back in games, and we almost beat some of the best teams in the league without a full roster.
Yeah, John, you mentioned your ascension in the Eastern Conference. 4 out of 5 years you had been to the playoffs before you struggled with these injuries the last 3 seasons. How often is that on your mind when you're going through your rehab and you're getting to the point now where people are posting videos of you hitting a bunch of threes in practice and dunking on people in practice? Like, how do you feel as far as your confidence in being back to exactly where you were before the Achilles and before the knee surgeries?
The funny thing is I'm going to be better. Like, people don't understand the last 6 years I played with, before I had my first knee surgery, to take my bone spur, I had bone spur in my knee and a bone spur in my heel. That was something I couldn't control. And, like, everybody keeps saying what they want to say and talking this and talking that. I love it. You motivate me to another level. A lot of people don't understand, like, I work hard. Like, I don't take this for granted. I have my fun. I live my life as you're supposed to, coming from where you come from, of not having anything growing up, but I put in the work. I put in the time. I know how much this game means to me. A lot of people don't understand, if you take the money, the lifestyle away from me, how many people would really want to play basketball in the NBA? Like, how many people really love the game? And that's something I do. I love this game to another level. My mom understood that. That's why she sacrificed of not paying light bills sometimes for me to play at basketball tournaments at a young age. And there's nothing more I really can say. If people want to write me off and say he's not going to be this and not be that, that's fine. I mean, but I keep all those things in my notes, and before I go out there and play every game, I read certain notes that motivate me to want to be great even more. And what more can you ask for to watch The Last Dance, the Michael Jordan documentary of the Bulls, and that gives you even more motivation to understand what they went through. And if you look at it, Scottie and Jordan went through their problems. You know what I mean? One was Batman, one was Robin. And when you figure that out and understand what's going on, your team is a lot better.
Certainly the game will be a lot better when we see you back on the court, John Wall. I certainly mean it when I say I miss watching you play, especially the behind-the-back left-handed dunk and the 360s and all the excitement you bring to the game, man. Those 16, 17 assist games, so many things to talk about. We appreciate you stopping by Game Time with us, man.
No problem.